Yes, ma'am. My wife and another man were, I found them dead on the couch.
This TikToker found his wife just lying there on the couch with like no signs of life at all, you know?
Stand by.
My wife.
Okay, hold on, sir.
In this moment of pure desperation, he was begging the 911 operator, just pleading for help.
Operator.
Tell me what you saw when you went in there.
I saw my wife on the couch.
But behind those words, there's like this whole darkness hiding.
Anna! Anna! You f***ing called the cops on me behind my back?
Who could have done something like this to a couple that always looks so happy on social media. And like this whole story, it goes way deeper than it looks. Welcome to the channel. And before we jump in, friends, if you end up liking this video, please hit that subscribe button and give it a like. It really helps push the video out there and lets me keep making more investigations for you. And while you're watching, drop a comment telling me what city you're in and what the weather's like right now. I'm honestly super curious where you're tuning in from and what the vibe is outside your window while you're listening to this story. All right, so let's get back to the case. But first, who were these people? And what exactly put them on this devastating path? Ali Abu Laban was this handsome young American soldier born in 1992 on Staten Island. Born to Palestinian parents who raised him in Virginia, he always dreamed of fame. Deep down, he was an artist. By the time he was 14, he was already the lead singer of a local band way before he ever got into the military. On an American base in Japan, he met Anna. Anna, born in 1993 in the Philippines, had a Master of Science degree from the Technological University of the Philippines. She was warm, calm, and she treated social media like a quiet photo album, not some race for attention. Their romance took off fast and intense. Ali was completely swept up in Anna, captivated, obsessed, almost like swallowed by her presence. But not everyone was convinced. Anna's friend Casey got worried early on, especially after Ali knew Anna answered a phone call that was meant for her just a couple of weeks into their relationship.
Calling it, and this is when she just started, dating Ollie. He answers her phone. It was just really weird for me because I was like, he's like, do you mind, Casey? And I was like, I'm sorry. I was calling Anna's phone. I didn't expect to talk to you.
He didn't just say hello. He wanted to know why she was calling and what she needed. And in that moment, Casey realized something. Ali didn't want to share Anna with anyone, not even her own friends. And for a little while, it kind of looked like a love story. But no, not even close. Within a year, Ali married Anna, brought her back to Virginia, and they were already expecting their first child. They named their baby girl Amamira, this beautiful little daughter, born into what Ali later described as his American dream. At least, that's what he claimed. Even after the wedding and the baby, Ali just couldn't let go of his old fantasy, the one where he was the star. But once social media started rewarding humor and big personalities, he jumped on that wave fast. In 2019, he kicked things off with comedy sketches, funny parodies, voice impressions, little joke videos, and he found his lane. On TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, he played characters like the rapper Tekashi 69, and of course, his favorite Tony Montana from Scarface.
This is my voice one day after watching Scarface. It's a pretty good film, I love it. It's a little extreme at some points, but great film. This is my voice 1 week after watching Scarface. Oh no! 1 month watching Scarface. The greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. You're not gonna find a better movie. Coño, the f***ing guy from Blockbuster. He keeps saying I have to return the DVD. You're not gonna get it back, man. You wanna okay? God, okay. Do you wanna play this? Okay, I believe in you.
His comedy sketches about the video game Skyrim started taking off too, pulling in other influencers and a bunch of curious viewers. By 2019, Ali was getting some serious attention. His first viral video basically blew the doors wide open. Before long, he had more than 950,000 fans on TikTok, over 260,000 on Instagram, and more than 170,000 subscribers on YouTube. To his followers, it really looked like he was standing right on the edge of something huge. And when the famous YouTuber Jenna Marbles reacted to one of his videos, it pushed him even higher. Anna also started showing up in his sketches, sometimes as a side character, sometimes just in the background.
Hey babe, I want you to try to do the 6ix9ine impression.
Alright.
Okay, so I'll do it first, all right?
Alright.
Yo, like literally, you man beautiful for me. I want you to say, y'all know the vibes.
Yeah.
After a while, she started making her own content, mostly on Instagram. She wasn't chasing fame at all, but there was something warm and naturally magnetic about her, you know? People just gravitated toward her. She reached more than 11,000 followers. At some point, the couple packed up again, this time heading west. According to Ali, the move was Anna's idea. She had friends from the military base in San Diego, but for a man dreaming about Hollywood, California was basically the promised land. Whoever's idea it really was, they ended up settling into a high-rise on Island Avenue in the East Village neighborhood of San Diego in early 2021. They were surrounded by familiar faces in a busy, energetic city with all these new opportunities dangling in front of them. Anna was ready for a fresh start. She had no idea how fast everything was about to fall apart. If you look at Anna's social media from that time, it's all beauty and light. She posted gym photos, spa days with friends, nights out in San Diego, always glowing, effortlessly glamorous, but she wasn't doing it for followers or money. She just had that presence that made you stop scrolling for a second. Ali's pages told a similar story. His sketches were still gaining traction, and between the comedy videos, you'd see pictures of the two of them laughing, smiling, showing off their love to the world. From the outside, it looked perfect. But sometimes perfect is just a performance, a carefully curated window display. Behind the scenes, they were working overtime to keep up the illusion of this fairy tale romance. Ali adored Anna, but that admiration slowly twisted into something darker. Pride turned into possessiveness, and his tenderness slipped into subtle manipulation. And as Anna blossomed in this new city, Ali felt that control slipping right out of his hands. In less than a few months after the move to San Diego, everything just fell apart and fast.
Healthy, man. I listen to you. I try to work with you. Huh?
Door's right there.
The door's right there.
Ali kept putting her down, just tearing her apart over and over. He even started recording their arguments, and sadly, those recordings showed way more about their relationship than either of them ever admitted out loud.
A billion other women out there for you that will fuck in a heartbeat.
Yeah, a billion other men for you too. Is that your hope?
Ali was clearly getting super irritated with Anna. Like, you could just hear it in the way he talked to her.
Yeah.
In this relationship, what do you give me, Anna? Nothing. Where's the last time you pleased me?
If it's a no, it's a no.
It's a no, it's a no. There's no way that you're not somebody.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way.
It was more like he thought he had some kind of claim over her, like he didn't even see her as a real person anymore.
There's my wife. 7 years. From Okinawa all the way to San Diego.
Anna took his insults quietly, but she stayed firm in what she wanted. You know, she wasn't yelling or anything, just calmly holding her ground.
She wants to leave me after 7 years. She couldn't even wait for the...
Where Ali felt like he was being used, Anna had a completely different way of seeing things.
That just means I don't need your visa. That's not what I came here for. I came here for you.
This was your plan all along, Anna. You used me.
Anna had already called the police on him before, but she never really took any serious steps after that.
Call the cops on me behind my back? How evil is that? Anna, how evil is
I
that?
don't know who you're trying to show that video to.
How evil is that?
Are you showing the police?
No, I just can't believe it. Because I want to watch this later.
Throughout the whole argument, she stayed totally calm. She wouldn't even look him in the eyes, and she wasn't trying to get him in trouble or anything like that. It was pretty clear she wanted a break in the marriage, but she was trying to do it in the most civil way possible without hurting his career. And eventually, Anna lifted her eyes from her phone.
Look at me in the face and tell me you don't love me.
I don't love you.
Look at me.
I don't love you. I don't love you. Sorry.
She called Ali's mum, and the mother's reaction honestly said a lot about where this whole relationship was heading.
What's up? What's your mom?
Why do I need my mom?
I just need him to leave because he's...
Why do you always go back to him?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Put him in jail? I'm not trying to put him in jail. I'm trying to remove him from my house.
Whatever it takes, if you feel like your life is in danger, put him in jail.
She's not in danger. What the f are you guys talking about me like I'm some monster?
Here's our...
What kind of marriage is this? Your daughter is suffering.
Ali's mum knew he was losing control, like, she could feel it.
Not even giving me a chance to get my marriage back.
How does he have a chance when he does cocaine every night still? He lies and says he's gonna stop doing it.
You need to walk away. Please, come here.
I don't want to lose my wife. If another man touches her, I'm fucking gonna go crazy.
Yeah, because he just tried to commit suicide. So, that's what it is. He had a gun in his face. With my daughter sleeping on the couch.
I had to do that just to get her to come home.
Eventually, Anna had no choice. She had to call the police.
Give me my phone back. Ollie, give me my phone back.
Marriott Marquise, that's the place she had the birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going?
In September 2021, they got into this horrible fight. She was trying to leave.
Luke's gonna be there.
I told you we're going to the hotel.
No, this is the after party, and you're
Luke is
going.
not there.
Yeah.
Why do you think I can bring a kid?
Yeah.
Nobody's there but girls, you stupid.
The masks were off, and Ali was not about to take that calmly, not even a little.
Tell me smile. Or fucking laugh.
So how do I change that?
Don't make me happy, you just make everything worse.
I'm sorry, Anna.
Complain about everything, nothing ever makes you happy.
But he just couldn't let her go. You know, he couldn't handle it.
This is why we're losing everything, because you complain. No, everything good that happens to us, you complain. Everything is negative.
I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry, baby. I don't know how I got that way. I'm sorry. I wish I could just hold you.
You what? You
I wish I could just hold
Ali genuinely believed that an apology could fix things. Like he really thought saying sorry would somehow make it all go away.
If there's any violence. Sure. Is there any violence tonight?
No, there's.
Right then, someone knocked on the door. It was the police. And before he answered, Ali literally brushed his teeth so they wouldn't smell the alcohol on him. Then he slipped straight into a role, like he was getting ready to perform.
I bring her to this country on a visa. She's Filipino, man. I did everything. We lived in Virginia. I worked for the government. Our letter said, send her friend here. She's got friends here that she grew up with. Their lifestyle.
He started laying out his version of what happened, trying to charm the officers the best he could.
Called because she was trying to get me to leave tonight.
So somebody has to be the bigger person. What you don't want to happen is if she alleges that you hit her, we have to arrest you, and now you have a arrest.
Isn't that fucked up? It's a woman's world.
The officers warned him to be careful.
I gave him everything for her. I brought her to this country. Now some other is gonna be touching my woman? I don't think so.
Yeah, so only you know what's best for you and your daughter.
She said she feels safe with you here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's not making money?
She would prefer if you weren't here because she's afraid about the arguing.
Since Anna didn't have any visible injuries, the police couldn't arrest Ali. And on top of that, she pulled back the way so many victims of domestic abuse end up doing.
I'll bring you to San Diego for what? So you can run to your friends? You're not even an American citizen. I brought you to this country. Name one man that would do that for you.
The cracks started showing pretty fast. Anna's new friends in San Diego picked up on it right away. They weren't big fans of Ali. They didn't like that he carried a gun everywhere. They didn't like the way he talked. Loud, cocky, always interrupting, always dragging the conversation back to himself and his so-called fame. His cousin, Louis Marineri, would later say that watching Anna blossom woke something dangerous in Ali, something that couldn't stay hidden anymore. Ali was becoming more and more possessive, completely unable to handle the idea that Anna had a life outside of him. He wanted to know where she was and who she was with at every moment. His jealousy was sharp, explosive, and getting harder for him to disguise. The people around him had already seen his darker side, but now it was coming out a lot more often. One neighbour later testified that one night in September, after 10 minutes of yelling and things being thrown around, Anna knocked on her door asking to borrow a phone so she could call her family. Ali's cousin, who had seen their relationship up close, confirmed that his behaviour toward Anna sometimes crossed the line and turned violent. That darkness even slipped into his online content. The once playful sketches started looking aggressive and unstable. Around this time, Ali began using cocaine. Nobody knew exactly when it started, but it became obvious pretty quickly that this wasn't just experimentation. He was using a lot, and publicly. During one live stream, viewers watched in shock as he snorted cocaine right on camera. The next day, he posted a half-hearted apology, insisting it was his first time. But the damage to his reputation was already done. His words became mean, scattered, all over the place. He ranted about his wife, her friends, betrayal. And on September 8th, he streamed one of their arguments.
Yeah, just don't say anything to him. That way there he doesn't flare up again.
Oh, great. You were on the phone with police while I said that? Wow. I thought you were done with the phone call. Okay, great.
Are we on speaker?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take me off the speaker, please?
Yes.
She don't think. She don't think. And you know what? Goodbye to your little citizenship there.
Anna ended up calling the police.
I'm not petty. I don't call the police on people I love. Out of here, bro.
lured me to San Diego for what? So she could be a hoe with all her friends?
Stop lying to them, Ollie.
No, it's the truth. Yeah, you got friends.
He kept tearing her down, while his fans in the chat were throwing insults at her too.
Diego Police Department!
Yes, I'm here. I think he just left the house.
Just left? Yeah. Is it just you?
It's just me and my daughter's here. Yes, she's
When he realized the police were actually on their way, he took off and left the apartment.
Fight about. You're on your knees right here, fixing the suitcase, removing stuff.
Yeah.
And then he puts you over there. And then, can you show me where your body part contacted that?
It's like right here, like my...
This had been building for a long time.
Ollie, enough. You know, this. Can somebody please help me? Hello?
Ollie was having a hard time letting go.
Ollie!
Stop.
Give me the phone! I'm holding my finger! I'm trying to leave this house!
Yeah, that's not cool.
Give me my phone!
With a bunch of guys?
Give me my phone!
Bunch of guys, huh?
Give me my phone! There's no guys! Give me my phone!
The officers advised her to get a restraining order. Ali kept complaining that no one was on his side, not even his own family. Fans who used to laugh at his jokes were now starting to worry. They noticed the weight loss, the wild look in his eyes, the desperation. Anna went back to him again and again. Between July and October 2021, the police were called on Ali 9 times. Sometimes it was Anna, sometimes it was the neighbors.
You abandon your husband. You don't respect him. You put your friends over him. Of course you're gonna lose him.
Get out of my house, please. Get out of my house, please.
And things only kept getting worse. His cousin remembered one night at a bar when Ali pulled out a huge bag of cocaine and dropped it right on the table like it was nothing. When someone warned him they could get kicked out, Ali just shrugged. He thought he was untouchable because he was internet famous. More than 1 million followers made him, in his own mind, a star. But underneath that inflated ego was a man falling apart fast. The more distance Anna tried to put between them, the more obsessed Ali became. He couldn't stop talking about her, how beautiful she was, how much he loved her, how he would never let another man get close to her. He answered her calls to friends and went after them. He scrolled through her bar photos, telling anyone who'd listen that she belonged to him. It was obvious he was getting close to a breaking point. And that moment came in early October when Anna finally called the police. She reported that Ali had shoved her in front of their daughter, leaving her with minor injuries. She also said he showed their little girl a loaded gun and explained how to use it. Around the same time, a video surfaced of Ali clearly enraged, screaming and lashing out at Anna off camera. The words he used were brutal, accusing, soaked in raw anger. The mask was gone, and the world finally saw the man behind it. On October 6th, 2021, Anna found out Ali had cheated on her. He had brought another woman into their home and snorted cocaine on their coffee table. He said awful things about Anna that night. The woman he was with decided she had to warn Anna. She tracked her down and told her everything.
After you me in the face, I still come back to you and this is how you repay me?
You said you don't love me anymore.
Please leave.
You said you
I
don't
said
love me
leave.
anymore. You said you don't love me
I
anymore.
said leave.
No.
I said leave.
No.
Alright, then me and your daughter will leave. I'm trying, man.
No, you're not. You're disrespecting me. You ain't trying. You ain't trying.
At that point, she just wanted people to know the truth.
Anna was done. She wanted out. Once Anna was finally safe staying in a hotel, she hit him exactly where it hurt the most. Yeah, that one really hit him where it hurt the most. She posted the truth on TikTok. On October 18th, Anna told Ali to leave. She filed for divorce and requested a restraining order. After everything she'd been through, she was done. But leaving someone like Ali was never going to be simple. The idea of losing Anna completely was unbearable for him. He moved into the Mission Bay Hotel, but not before secretly making a copy of the key to their apartment. And from that moment on, his behavior kept spiraling. During one live stream, he was driving while drinking red wine straight from the bottle, casually asking if any woman watching wanted to message him. He said he was just having relationship problems. Meanwhile, he was blowing up Anna's phone with calls. When she didn't answer, he called her friends. He wanted to know everything. Where she was, who she was with, why she wasn't responding. Their friends begged him to stop, to give her space, but Ali wasn't listening. His cousin said Ali was living in denial. He couldn't accept that Anna was serious. He couldn't accept that this might really be the end. His obsession kept growing. He talked about feeling punished, betrayed, abandoned. When his cousin told him to move on, reminding him he could be with anyone, Ali didn't disagree. But that wasn't the point. He didn't want anyone else. He wanted Anna, and he was ready to do anything to get her back. No one realized how far he was willing to go. But that darkness he'd been carrying for years, it was about to explode. And once it did, there would be no way back. 3 days later, on October 21st, Ali Abulaban broke into the apartment again while Anna was gone.
So on the morning of October 21st, 2021, Ali used that key card that he had kept, didn't tell Anna that he was going into the apartment. I enter the apartment.
He had made a copy of the front door key without her knowing. Inside the apartment, he vandalized the place, then called Anna to tell her what he'd done. But he left out one crucial detail. He had secretly installed a listening setup on their daughter's iPad. It wasn't even real spyware. He simply downloaded Discord, opened a private voice channel, hid the app in a folder, and now he could listen to everything happening inside the apartment straight from his phone. After that, Ali left before Anna came back with a friend. He hadn't slept for more than 2 days and was high on cocaine, a dangerous combination. Later that day, Anna returned home, and she wasn't alone. Around 2 in the afternoon, on October 21st, 2021, she was with her friend Rayburn Caden-Isparan, a 29-year-old San Diego local. He was known as a kind, reliable, family-centered guy. Maybe Anna asked him to help clean the place. Maybe she needed someone there for protection. She suspected Ali had a key and that he could show up at any moment. Rayburn didn't hesitate for a second. That choice would cost him everything. Ali was listening through the app when he heard his wife talking and laughing with a man. He didn't know who the man was, only that it was a man. According to Ali, Anna was laughing about the mess he left behind, the flowers he'd bought and then thrown all over the room in anger. And that alone was enough to set him off. He went straight into a rage. Just before 3 in the afternoon, he drove from the Mission Bay Hotel to the apartment building, rode the elevator toward the 35th floor, muttering curses, crying, praying the entire way, begging God that she wouldn't sleep with that man before he arrived. Ali entered the parking structure on foot, ran down the ramp, left, came back, left again. Surveillance cameras captured him pacing, circling, doubling back. Footage showed him rushing toward the street, then returning down the garage ramp. He kept adjusting the strap near his waistband. Police would later learn he was positioning his gun. If he was supposedly out of his mind, why was he armed and taking steps to make the weapon easier to reach? He was amped up, aggressive, jabbing the elevator buttons. Even a 3-minute ride felt unbearable to him. At 2:55, surveillance showed Ali entering the elevator from the parking level. He looked completely composed in front of other people. At the same time, at 2:53, he hit record on his phone. Inside the elevator, he even made small talk with another passenger. He smiled. He sounded calm. He was wearing a black hoodie that covered the gun tucked inside his jeans. The phone in his pocket wasn't visible. He held a white key card in his hand, used it to tap the button for 35, then rode up as if nothing was wrong. He even exchanged friendly nods with people getting in and out. Why? No one really knows. Finally, he reached her floor. Ali walked out of the elevator, then immediately broke into a sprint. He burst into the apartment. You can hear him turn the corner. You can hear him swipe the electronic keycard. You can hear the door swing open. And you can hear him rack the slide. His wife and Rayburn were sitting on the couch. Ali walked straight toward them, pulled out the gun, loaded it, the sound captured clearly on his iPhone. Rayburn screamed in fear, and the shots followed immediately. You can hear Anna's voice as she calls out. Ali shot Rayburn in the neck, the cheek, and the back of the head. Anna let out a scream. He reloaded a few more times after those first 4 shots. Then he turned the gun toward her and fired into Anna's forehead at point-blank range. After that, he paced around the apartment, shouting her name. Anna! Anna! Then he kept stepping in and out of the apartment a few times, trying to decide what to do next. He had no idea the neighbor's Ring camera had recorded everything, the sound, the timing. He tried to make it seem like he'd just walked in and found them like that. After that, he called his mother. He confessed through sobs, completely breaking down. Then he called 911.
Yes, ma'am. My wife and another man were, I found them dead on the couch. Wait,
someone was shot?
2 people.
At first, Ali sounded calm. He told them he'd come home and found Anna and Rayburn already shot, trying to steer all suspicion away from himself. But after a few minutes of that steady, controlled explanation, he suddenly broke down and started crying.
Okay, stand by. Okay, hold on, sir.
For the next 2 minutes, he kept talking in that same shaky tone, saying Rayburn's name, giving details, trying to hold himself together. Then the dispatcher asked for clarification.
Your wife was shot in the face, is that what you said?
Yeah, in the forehead. He had two little pretty bullets in the head.
He's also shot? Ray is? Okay, okay. Did he have the gun still? Was there anyone else in the apartment?
Still armed, Ali walked out of the building and drove off to pick up their daughter from school. Since Anna had asked a friend to pick Amira up, that friend was stunned when Ali suddenly pulled up and took the little girl himself. With Amira sitting in the car, he told her that he had hurt her mum. By that time, officers had already arrived at the apartment. They had no idea where the shooter was, so they had to go in fully armed.
Hit it low, underneath the handle. One more. Stand by. Okay, sorry, go back. We got it clear. Oh shit, we got two down.
They immediately found the bodies on the couch.
Slow down. I already cleared. Right there. Bathroom's clear. I got it. I got a closet.
The officers moved through the apartment, checking every room and every possible hiding spot, one by one.
Those are casings. Alright, so I just want to maintain the integrity of that's why I wanted to get out of here and just have fun. Let's so do me a favor, help out with security for us. I don't want someone coming back, doubling back over here and smoking us, okay? So you're posted up on that. Let's have you two hang out here, just start looking for evidence, stay in here, walking around the scene. I'm gonna need you to my security.
They discussed their plan. They needed to keep the crime scene untouched until detectives arrived. But at the same time, they had to find the shooter. The shooter, meanwhile, was in the car with his daughter. A neighbor had already called 911 after hearing the gunshots and immediately suspected Ali. The witness described the suspect as a Middle Eastern man named Ali. Police started tracking his phone and put out an alert for his Jeep. His car was spotted on the I-15, where Ali was taken into custody. He was arrested about 45 minutes later on State Route 15.
I got it. No, but we don't want to contaminate I don't want anyone else to get in the car. We're gonna make sure she's alright, man. Alright, but can my mom I'm saying my mom is driving Vegas to try to come get her. Okay. I love you.
Lab tests showed cocaine in his system. Anna's best friend, Casey, just couldn't believe what she was hearing. People were already talking about a shooting, but she refused to even consider that it could be connected to Anna. Just a few hours earlier, the two of them had been texting about Casey's birthday. But this was far from over. At the preliminary hearing, the courtroom was filled with the victims' families and friends, while Ali kept playing the role of the heartbroken lover. But he couldn't hold back his venomous little outbursts.
Inviting Ray over to the hotel that she was staying at.
Okay, Mr. Boulevard?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, this is news to me. You think I wanted that? I wanted it! Who the are you?
Mr. Boulevard? Mr. Boulevard, I need you to stop.
So when you heard Rayburn's voice, you went to...
I didn't recognize him. I didn't know who it was.
But what were you thinking?
I was freaking out.
The interview was supposed to be his chance to show some kind of humanity. Whether he meant any of it or not, one thing was obvious. Ali genuinely believed he was the victim.
We're babies.
The loud pounding on the table, the shaking, it could almost pass as the behavior of a heartbroken man, but he didn't realize it all revealed just one thing, just how dangerously obsessed he was with controlling Anna.
Happens when you get to the apartment.
Ali was trembling, but unfortunately for him, people had already seen this same kind of dramatic performance in his videos.
What did you think?
He claimed that when he walked in, he saw Anna and Rayburn kissing. He said that seeing another man in his apartment sitting on his furniture made him snap. His so-called emotions spilled out everywhere, but even with all that acting, he still looked completely in control. Prosecutors said Ali had already confessed both to the police and to his own mother that he killed his wife in Rayburn. Then a journalist asked the one question that really mattered. Why accuse Anna of cheating if, according to the prosecution, Rayburn was just a friend?
Anything. Police say they have evidence against me. I don't know what it is.
So the prosecution says that you admitted to your mother that you did this, and then you pled not guilty. Can you explain that?
No, I can't.
Shortly after the shooting, Ali was arrested driving on the 15. Police say he had a gun and his 5-year-old daughter in the car.
She was with me when I got arrested.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a gun in the car?
I picked her up from school. I picked her up from school so that I could drop her off at a safe location at my dad's wife's brother, who lived an hour away. But police surrounded me on the highway.
Why did you pick her up?
I picked her up.
From school? Why did you pick her up from school?
Why wouldn't I?
But you picked her up early, correct?
Yeah.
Why'd you pick her up early?
The journalist pressed him on it. If he picked their daughter up early from school, that looked pretty suspicious. Ali launched into his explanation, his version of why he did it.
Did you know what had happened?
About what?
Your wife being shot.
I'm the one who called the police.
Mm-hmm.
Reported it.
I know.
I found them.
What he said completely contradicted his claim that he lost his mind the moment he walked into the apartment.
I found them. My first instinct was to get my daughter for her safety. To drop her off at a safe location. I wasn't running away. I wasn't doing anything.
But Ali never said a single word about his daughter in the moment the crime happened. And whenever he did bring up his child, he was really talking about his fame and his career. He actually believed that his loss was greater than the loss of 2 human lives. He kept trying to paint himself as the one who'd been hurt the most.
Everybody I reached out to when I was going through this problem, when I couldn't get a hold of Anna. Dude, you gotta leave her. You gotta leave her. I know I gotta leave her, but I don't want to leave her. Dude, you're so handsome. You're famous on the internet. You can get any model. I know I can. I don't want to.
This part of the interview basically sealed his fate. He went on about how he was so good looking and so famous that he could have had any woman he wanted, and that Anna, the victim, supposedly drove him crazy. In other words, he was blaming the woman he killed.
Could anyone else have Anna?
Huh?
Could anyone else have Anna?
Not while she's married to me.
Final line was the only truthful thing he said. He couldn't let her go. If she wasn't his, then no one could have her. The full extent of his delusion became even clearer when a friend uploaded a video to YouTube on Ali's behalf.
What's up, guys? It's Ali, aka Gin Kid. I haven't called myself that for a while, but I just wanted to check in, say that I'm doing okay for the most part. I'm trying my best to stay positive.
He was convinced he'd be out of jail soon, and he kept saying he was sorry.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry that I can't make the videos that you love. I'm sorry that, you know, my life has come down to...
He didn't feel sorry for what he'd done. The only thing he regretted was leaving his fans without content.
I love that you still support me and you still watch my videos, and I love you guys. Thank you for all...
Even when he chose to testify on his own, he only made things worse for himself.
As far as the friend saying I pushed him, I don't recall these things.
Slapping.
Her friends?
Slapping Anna.
I would never do that in public. I never did.
Later, during sentencing, he got into a tense confrontation with Anna Marie's sister. It turned into this sharp, emotional exchange between them. Many people in the courtroom broke down in tears as the brutal details were read aloud. Ali pleaded not guilty to both murders. But because this was a multiple homicide case, the prosecution moved forward seeking the death penalty. The judge also ordered that Ali have absolutely no contact with his daughter. In the end, with the overwhelming amount of evidence stacked against him, Ali was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole.
The bottom line here is he will die in prison. He will never be a free man. He will take his last breath there. Please.
Fame didn't just change Ali. It exposed him. All that insecurity twisted into entitlement and then into rage. Anna's friend never blamed the fame. She blamed Ali himself. Obsessed with a violent, fictional gangster, Ali followed the same dark path. A path that ended in paranoia, bloodshed, and his own downfall. If this story stayed with you, share it. Not for the tragedy, but for the truth behind it. Real people, real love, real heartbreak. Hit the like button to honor the lives forever changed by this case. And subscribe to the channel where we tell the stories that deserve to be heard, even when their endings break our hearts. See you next time.